Hey guys, so today I'm filming a review and a few on the Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I got these for Christmas, so I've had some time to play with them, and I wanted to let you know my thoughts. So let's just jump into the review with price and availability. So Makeup Geek products are only available online at makeupgeek.com/store. I will have that link down below. And for price, if you purchase the eyeshadow in pan form, it costs $6. And if you purchase the eyeshadow in a compact, it costs $8. And I think those prices are phenomenal, especially if you want to compare them to MAC. MAC eyeshadow pans cost $10 and their compacts cost $15. So the price of these shadows is incredible, so affordable and great, especially if you want to purchase a ton of them at a time. So as far as packaging goes, the refill pans come in this really nice cardstock container, and MAC has a packaging similar to this, except MAC's is straight black and this has a super cute pattern on it, so I love that little touch. I think it's really cute. And if you buy an eyeshadow in a compact, the compact basically is black on the back, clear on the top, and it has the Makeup Geek name written on the lid. So another thing I wanted to mention about the packaging is that if you buy them in a pan form like this, you're going to need a magnetic palette to put them into. So I had been using my e.l.f. Custom Compact, which is what I use as a travel palette for my MAC shadows, and it works fine. But the magnet of the Makeup Geek shadows is not compatible with the e.l.f. palette or the MAC Pro palettes, unfortunately. So you really do need to get a Z palette for these. I am going to be making an order soon to get a Z palette. The magnetic chemistry just isn't there. I am putting my Makeup Geek shadows in this palette and it works fine, but they are not magnetized in there. They're just sitting in there. The Makeup Geek shadows will fit in a MAC palette insert, but they're not going to stick to the palette if you do not have an insert. So on the Makeup Geek website, she also sells Z palettes, small, large, extra large, all kinds of colors and patterns. So that is definitely a great place to get them. And the other great thing about Z palettes is that you can stick anything with a magnetic pan into a Z palette because the magnet in a Z palette is so strong. So now moving on to the shades. Makeup Geek eyeshadows come in 68 shades, which is incredible, and that is just their regular line. Marlena recently came out with the foiled shadows and they have 10 shades in that range, but this review is strictly about the original shadows. 68 shades is incredible. There are hardly any inexpensive brands that offer that many shades, so that is a great bonus about these Makeup Geek shadows. And I purchased 4, so I want to share them all with you. So the first shade I have is Shimma Shimma, which is right here on the top. This is a really nice metallic champagne. This is a dupe for Steela's Kitten. The next shade I have is Country Girl, which is a red-brown color with some silver glitter in here. But when you actually swatch the product, most of the glitter does not show up on your skin. It does show up as more of a satin shadow. The third shade I have is Frappe, which is a warm tone brown, and this is a matte finish. The last shade I have is Bitten, which is a deep burgundy, and it has a matte finish. So I don't think I will have enough room in the description box to list all of the shades with their color descriptions, unfortunately, but I will definitely make sure to list the 4 shades that I have with their color descriptions in the description box, so make sure you check that out if you want the actual given description of the shades. So another great thing about the Makeup Geek eyeshadow colors is that several of them are dupes for MAC shadows. So even though that is a huge bonus, it is the reason that it took me so long to purchase Makeup Geek shadows, because a lot of the Makeup Geek shadows that were MAC dupes, I already had the MAC shadows. So I'm going to show you the 5 MAC eyeshadows that I have that have Makeup Geek dupes. Marlena did a whole swatch post of MAC and Makeup Geek dupes, so I will have that link down below as well in case you want to actually see pictures and find out even more dupes of shadows that I don't have. Makeup Geek Cocoa Pear is a dupe for MAC Brown Script. Makeup Geek Creme Brulee is a dupe for MAC Soft Brown. Makeup Geek Burlesque is a dupe for MAC Cranberry. Makeup Geek Prom Night is a dupe for MAC Satin Taupe. and Makeup Geek Cosmopolitan is a dupe for MAC Expensive Pink. So if you want to save yourself some money, definitely check out the Makeup Geek dupes of those MAC shadows because the colors are pretty much spot on. So as far as pigmentation goes, all of these shadows are super opaque, very comparable to the pigmentation of MAC shadows, which is, again, very impressive. I find that a lot of drugstore shadows don't have that power-packed pigmentation, but Makeup Geek definitely does. So as far as finish goes, there are several within the range. As I mentioned, Shimma Shimma is a metallic, Country Girl is more of a satin. When you swatch the shadow, you can feel some of the shimmer or glitter in it, but when you swatch it on your skin or apply it to your eye, you can't see it at all, so it is more of a satin finish. And then we have Frappe and Bitten, which are straight mattes, but they aren't super dry and chalky looking. So as far as application goes, these shadows apply so easily and blend incredibly. I'm wearing all 4 of them on my eyes today. A big issue I have with most drugstore shadows is that either they just apply patchy or they blend away. You do not have that issue with these shadows. They are such phenomenal quality. So on my eyes today, I have Shimma Shimma on the lid, Country Girl in the crease, Bitten in the outer corner, and I use Frappe as a transition shade. I am going to do a tutorial on this look as a wearable drugstore Marsala look. So let me know if you'd be interested in that because I would really like to do that look. I think I like these more than Urban Decay because sometimes my Urban Decay shadows can blend out a little bit too much. So as far as lasting power goes, these last on me all day without creasing. I do wear an eyeshadow primer, but I wear a primer with every single shadow, and I have very oily lids, so the lasting power is all day on me, which is incredible. So my overall rating of this product would be a 5 out of 5. You guys know I never give a perfect score for any product, but I absolutely love these. The pigmentation is incredible. They have an amazing shade selection with 68 shades. They apply and blend so easily. The quality is right up there with MAC, which again, like I said, are my all-time favorite shadow formula. So these are absolute favorites of mine. I am so happy to have these 4. So please leave a comment down below of your favorite shades so I can purchase them. And like I said, I do plan on buying some Z palettes to properly hold my eyeshadows, and so I have room for more than 4 of them. So I'm so happy that I finally got these shadows. I wish I didn't wait so long, but I'm really impressed with the ones that I have. So these are 5 out of 5 incredible shadows. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.